Hello YouTube, this is Dale DePalma here again today to give you a look back of Be Yourself, That's the Best in Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood through episodes 1716 to 1720. As you can see, we have 4 new buildings being put in our neighborhood. I'll explain as we go along. First up, in episode 1716, Mr. Rogers goes to the theater to see the Flying Karamazov Brothers, which is this building in the corner here. There, he sees the group do all kinds of juggling with pins with their gloves that make sounds with them. The group even showed a musical instrument called the marimba. If you don't know what a marimba is, I'll show it to you on my musical instrument chart. So this instrument right here is the marimba. You see, a marimba has wooden keys, just like a piano, for example. But only it's played with rubber or hard mallets. So that's that. After make-believe, Mr. McFeely shows Mr. Rogers a video of how people make macaroni pasta in factories. Next up, in episode 1717, Mr. Rogers visits David Copperfield, the world's greatest magician, at his dressing room at the theater, which is this building again in the corner, but this time this building was transferred from over here to there. So there, David teaches Mr. Rogers how to do a magic trick with a pink rubber band that goes around his 2 fingers, and how to do a rope trick. David Copperfield is a great magician, or a smash magician, I should say. Next, in episode 1718, in the neighborhood of make-believe, Prince Tuesday was trying to fly with a magic hat on his head, but as soon as he jumped, he fell and injured his arm. Ouch! Now he has to go to the hospital. Nothing like magic hats can make a person fly. You have to be so extremely careful. After make-believe, Mr. Rogers explains that only animals fly, and some vehicles fly, like birds, bats, bumblebees, and many other animals that can fly, and vehicles like airplanes, helicopters, or hang gliders that fly, too. Then Mr. Rogers goes to the theater to see the Uptown String Quartet, which is this building right here. There, he sees Eileen Folsom, Maxine Roach, Lisa Terry, and Diane Monroe rehearsing for a concert. You know, a quartet means there are 4. If you don't know what a string quartet is, I'll show it to you again in my musical instruments book. So here are 2 violins and the viola, which is a little bigger, and the cello, which is the biggest of all. And these are the 4 instruments in the Uptown String Quartet. That's the name of Mr. Rogers' friends group. So that's that. Next, in episode 1719, in the neighborhood of make-believe, X the Owl was feeling very guilty because he shouldn't give Prince Tuesday his first flying lesson in the first place yesterday. After make-believe, Mr. McFeely arrives to show Mr. Rogers how people make sleeping bags, just like Mr. Rogers has one. When the video has ended, Mr. Rogers goes to Ida Clowney's workshop, which is this house right here to the right. There, he sees Ida working on one of her dolls, and she shows him her collection of dolls. And lastly, in episode 1720, Mr. Rogers shows how he hula hoops outside, but he can't hula hoop around his waist. After that, he goes to Paul Tifford Jr.'s studio, which is this building right here in the back. There, he sees Paul do some amazing talents with multiple hula hoops at once. Then Maggie Stewart comes by to have some lessons as Mr. Rogers leaves. In the neighborhood of make-believe, King Friday the 13th announces to everyone that the flying needs to stop immediately. Lady Lane Fairchild finally apologizes for Prince Tuesday's incident. Prince Tuesday suggested that Lady Lane should give hula hoop lessons instead of flying lessons. Those made everyone feel very happy once again. So that concludes our look back of Be Yourself, That's the Best. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Coming up next is how Mr. Rogers talks about giving and receiving. Don't miss it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel on YouTube. And feel free to comment on this video if you have any questions or concerns and share with your friends and family. And be sure to click the notification bell too. And I'll see you guys on my next episode. Take care and God bless you guys.